all, my name is Krishiv Agrawal and I completed my class 12 in Commerce with Mathematics from Delhi Public School, Surat, and I have secured my admission in the IPM program of IIM Indore. Yeah, so I remember joining the program on 1st of January this year itself. So the first thing I liked was that the representative recommended the course according to my schedule and according to my needs. So he asked me my schedule, what I do in day, what hours I'm free, and then he recommended the pre-recorded videos course, which comes with recorded videos, comprehensive ebooks, mock tests, practice tests, a lot of reading material. And as soon as I started learning, the one thing I found really very effective was that the lectures were quite streamlined. They weren't disconnected, and we were also given a study flow which we had to follow, which ensured that the topics we were learning were in sync, like they weren't disconnected to create confusion. And the level of difficulty was also adjusted for the same. And after revising my lessons and clearing with my concepts, I could also give a lot of practice tests. I could practice a lot of worksheets, which would allow me to build confidence and conviction in a particular subject. And to top it up, they had a lot of mock tests. Like I remember for IPM alone, there were over 15 mock tests. For NPAT, there were about 12 mock tests. For CRISE, there were 5 to 6 mock tests. So I gave them all, and it helped me to compete with aspirants all over India. And that's what I particularly like about the online experience. And I don't think there must be any difference between doing this course offline versus doing online. Yeah, so I really think that approach is both effective and efficient. Efficient because they don't overwhelm you with the material. Like you need to study the syllabus is common for almost all entrance examinations. You have quants, you have verbal ability, you have logical reasoning, you have data interpretation, and in some entrances you also have general awareness. So in order to crack these exams, you need to have a basic understanding of all those topics, but only at a required level. So what I particularly like about Endeavour is that they don't overwhelm with you material, but also ensure that they don't underserve you. They give you the required and requisite amount of material. And also I think that was really effective because I was very new to this curriculum and to these entrance exams. So the progression from easy modules to difficult ones was quite easy for me. So like you rightly mentioned, I gave a lot of mock tests for almost all entrance examinations, and they were quite similar in pattern as well as in the weightage that was assigned to all questions. So I could really know, like when I gave the mock test, I could really know that these topics are what more important for me, and I have to practice these types of questions more. So that allowed me to gauge my performance really well. And also one thing I particularly liked was that the mocks were available right when I joined the classes. So like I could when I thought my basic concepts were clear, I gave a mock. So when I gave a mock, I got to know that these were my shortcomings and I need to improve on those, rather than just completing through the syllabus and attempting mocks at the end. So complete access to all mocks given right at the start of the program was one thing I liked the most. Also, competing pan-India with all aspirants who are actually going to sit for exams with you also gives a clear picture of where do you stand and where do you want to improve further. And one thing I would like to mention is the resilience Endeavour showed. So I remember that IPMAT this year changed the paper pattern at the end. So the paper pattern was reduced in order due to the COVID situation, and the weightages were also changed. So in the last two mocks, they instantly changed the paper pattern accordingly, which allowed me to prepare on the basis of time effectively, so that I could they could simulate the entire exam experience right at the home. So I was pretty familiar with the giving exam while at the center. Yeah, so I remember like on the Telegram group, sir used to post videos about like current affairs, weekly current affairs, and booklets and strategies to prepare. So I consistently followed those materials in order to like better prepare for those exams, and the strategies also were really very helpful to me to crack those exams. The first advice I would like to give is like having complete conviction and confidence in what you are doing. Like, don't be skeptic about even like I would get or not, or is the college right for me. The first step in this process is to build deep conviction in what you are doing and being motivated by the end goal. The second would be consistency. Like for IPMAT, they ask you maths questions from 11th and 12th primarily, and also going back. So like when you are preparing for your board exams, even at that time, if you prepare consistently your maths in 11th and 12th standard, so later on you won't face any problems while grasping those concepts, and it would come instantly for you. So like if you are consistent, so you can attempt mock pretty early in your process, which will give you an edge, I think. One thing, like the most important thing, is to give as many mocks and practice tests as you can, because that is the thing that really matters at the end of the day. So yeah. So the most memorable moment was that like I remember giving mocks. So for the IPM mocks, like I never stood first. Like I gave 5 to 6 mocks after I prepared everything. I never stood first in the rank list. Like I would rank third or fourth or fifth maybe in the rank list. But I prepared consistently, and in the 8th or 9th mock, it was the first time that I stood first in the rank list, and that gave me a lot of confidence. Like it gave me conviction that I could crack this exam pretty well. And so I think that was a pretty memorable moment for me, that I prepared really well and I got the results. Life lesson would be like perseverance to reach your goal. I think it would be supportive, because the teaching staff was like really supportive, and even for the teaching as well as for the interview section. And I would call it efficient, because they give you the right amount of training in terms of cracking the exam, neither less nor more, and also pretty effective, because the way the curriculum, they have structured the curriculum, is like they ensure that you are getting the right training to appear for the exams.